Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to my video. In today's video, we are going to start with a new lesson, that is chapter number 4, issue of debentures. So we'll go for the next slide. The introduction. Company can issue debentures to raise loan capital. It is a method of raising borrowed capital. So as we had studied about debentures in our second lesson, sources of finance, there we came to know that debentures is a part of borrowed capital, or you can say it is a part of loan capital. Companies prefer issuing debentures to raise the funds as they can be repaid after a long period of time. Usually, companies prefer to borrow the debentures or to raise the debentures or to issue the debentures because usually the time period for debentures is for a long period of time. That is, they can be repaid after a very long period of time, like 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, etc. Okay. A person purchasing a debenture is called as a debenture holder of the company. He is a creditor of the company who is entitled to get a fixed rate of interest. As we know, there are persons who are called as the shareholders of the company. They are the persons, or they are the persons who purchase the shares of the company. Similarly, a person who purchases the debenture of a company is called as a debenture holder of the company. And as he is providing loan or financial help to the company, he is called as the creditor of the company who is entitled to get a fixed rate of interest. Debenture holders always get a fixed rate of interest irrespective of profit or loss. It can be issued any time by public or private companies at par, at premium, or at discount, but the power to issue debenture rests with the board of directors. Now, this type of debenture can be issued by either private company or it can be issued by public company. And at what price they can be issued? They can be issued at par price, means at the face value price, or at a discount price. Discount price means the price lesser than the face value is called as discount price, or it may be issued at a premium price. Premium price means price which is more than the face value of the debenture. So it can be issued at par, discount, or premium. And the authority to issue the debentures is with the board of directors. Means board of directors have the complete or proper authority to issue the debentures to the debenture holders. In this chapter, we will learn about the various regulations or provisions related to issue of debentures and the procedure for issuing the debentures. Now, two main things we are going to study in this lesson. The first one is what are the rules and regulations to be followed by the company while issuing the debentures. This is the first thing. And the second thing is what is the procedure to be followed for issuing the debentures by the company. So these two are the main things we are going to study in this lesson. Fine. Moving to the next slide. It is meaning and definition of debenture. Now the word debenture is derived from Latin word debire, which means to owe something to someone. Now this word debenture is derived from the word debire. Now what do you mean by this word debire? This debire is nothing but owe something to someone. Now you may get a question like what do you mean by owe? So owe का मतलब है either commitment or duty or responsibility, or you can say obligation to pay something or to repay something. Okay, so owe ka matlab hai it is the obligation or a duty of a person to repay the amount or to repay something to someone. Fine. Now, debenture is an acknowledgement of debt issued by a company under its common seal. It is a proof of loan taken by the company on certain terms and conditions. Now, this debenture is nothing but it is an acknowledgement. Now, acknowledgement means what? It is acceptance. It is acceptance of debt which is issued by the company. Whenever usually company issues the debenture, then that debenture is issued under the common seal of the company. Okay, and it is a proof of loan taken by the company on certain terms and condition. When the common seal of the company is there on that acknowledgement, then it becomes a proof for the company as well as for the debenture holder that loan has been taken by the company on certain terms and conditions. So in general, what you can say, debenture is nothing but it is an acknowledgement or a acceptance of debt which is issued by the company under its common seal, and this common seal acts as the proof or the evidence of loan taken by the company. Now coming to the next part, that is definition. Oxford Dictionary has defined the word debenture as: debenture is a certificate issued by a company acknowledging that it has borrowed money on which interest is being paid. Now, as I told you in my previous video, like when the shareholders purchase the shares of the company has to issue what? It issues a share certificate. Now, this share certificate acts as an evidence or proof that shareholders have a part of investment in particular company. Similarly, when the company issues debentures to the debenture holder, company has to provide one certificate. That certificate is called as debenture certificate. And in this debenture certificate, details of the holding will be shown, like what is the amount which has been issued in the form of debenture, at what rate of interest, for how many number of years, like this each and every detail of the borrowing or of the holding is shown in this debenture certificate. Fine. So this is relating to the meaning and definition of debenture. Coming to the next, now main part of this chapter is regulations governing issue of debentures. As I told you in the previous slide, in this lesson we are going to study what are the rules and regulations to be followed by the company while issuing the debentures, and what is the procedure to be followed by the company while issuing the debentures. In that first part we are going to study, that is regulations governing the issue of debentures. Now there are mainly 3 to 4 boards which have given their own terms and conditions which are to be followed by a company while issuing the debentures. Okay, a company issuing debentures has to comply with the provisions of the Companies Act 2013, Companies Rules 2014, RBI guidelines, and SEBI's various regulations. Now these are the 4 boards regulations which a company has to follow. These various boards like Companies Act 2013, Company Rules 2014, RBI guidelines, and SEBI's various regulations have given certain terms and conditions separately which are to be followed by the company while issuing the debentures. Okay, depending upon the type of debenture, company has to fulfill the following provisions or regulations. As you know, there are various types of debentures. So depending upon what type the company is going to raise in the form of debenture, that particular rule or that particular provision is to be followed by the company. Fine. Now let's go to the next slide. Now here in this slide, in short, I have shown the regulations which are to be followed by the company. In detail, I am going to tell you in the next slide. Okay. Now what are the 4 main boards I told you? Company Rules 2013, 2014, Companies Act 2013, SEBI regulations, and RBI guidelines. In that first one is Companies Act 2013. What this act has told? It contains the provisions for the issue of debentures. Now, this Companies Act 2013 gives all the rules and regulations which are relating to the issue of debentures in general. It may be a private or it may be a public company. In general, it has given certain conditions or terms which are to be followed by the company. Coming to the second rule or the second regulation or second guideline, we can say, that is according to Company Rules 2014. Now this Company Rules 2014 contains the provisions for the issue of secured debentures. Now here it has been specifically mentioned only secured debentures. So Company Rules 2014 has provided its guidelines only relating to the regulations which are to be followed if the company is issuing secured debenture. पहले में क्या बोला मैंने? Companies Act in general it has given all the rules relating to issue of debentures, but coming to Company Rules 2014, specifically it has given guidelines only relating to issue of secured debentures. Next, coming to SEBI guidelines or SEBI regulations 2008. This covers the provisions for the issue and listing of debentures which are not convertible either into wholly or partly equity shares. Now, what rules has been given by SEBI regulations 2008? It has given the guidelines which are to be followed while the debentures are issued. While the convertible debentures are issued. Okay, and when these convertible debentures are issued, either they can be converted into wholly or partly equity shares. Now, this provision mainly covers for the issue of debentures which are not convertible. As I told you, it was convertible, but I'm sorry, it is not convertible. Okay, so only for non-convertible debentures or non-convertible debentures, these guidelines are issued by the company. Coming to the next slide, that is a fourth regulation. Again, it is given by SEBI regulations 2009. The previous regulation was SEBI regulation 2008. In the next year, again, SEBI has given certain new guidelines. Now, what are these new guidelines? It relates to provisions for the issue of debentures and listing of debentures that are convertible. Yes, here you are getting the convertible debentures, as I told you in the previous slide, but it was wrong. Now here you are going to get the regulations relating to convertible debentures. मतलब क्या है? SEBI regulations 2008 deals with non-convertible debentures and SEBI regulations 2009 deals with convertible debentures. Okay. The next one is SEBI regulations 2015. Again in the year 2015, SEBI has given certain new guidelines. What are those? Provisions which a listed company issuing non-convertible debentures has to fulfill. Again, certain new provisions were given in the year 2015 by SEBI, and these regulations are again relating to the non-convertible debentures. मतलब अगर कंपनी को non-convertible debentures issue करना है, then it has to follow the SEBI guidelines 2015. And the last guideline is given by RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India. This provides the guidelines for the banks which can raise the capital by issuing non-equity instrument. अगर किसी बैंक को issue करना है, then how the bank can issue the debentures. Such guidelines are given by the Reserve Bank of India. So like this, total 4 different guidelines are given. One is given by Companies Act 2013. Second is given by Company Rules 2014. The third one is given by SEBI regulations. In SEBI regulations, for 3 years it has given 2008, 2009 and 2015. And the last guideline is given by the Reserve Bank of India. Fine. So this in short we have studied. Now in the next slide we will study in detail what are these guidelines given by the different boards. Before that, just we will see the concluding part. A company can issue secured as well as unsecured debentures. It can issue non-convertible debentures or debentures which can be converted fully or partly into equity shares. Now here certain things are given. They are, a company can issue whatever kind of debenture it wants to issue. Like it can issue secured as well as unsecured debentures, or even it can issue convertible or non-convertible debentures. But all the debentures are redeemable. Means what? All the debentures are to be repaid after a certain period of time. Companies can issue debentures to its members or make a public offer or offer it even through private placement. Company can also list its debentures on stock exchange. Now here it is told that company can issue the debentures either to the public in common or to certain group of people in the form of private placement. Okay, and even if it wants, then it can list its debenture in the stock exchanges. Like how the shares are listed in the stock exchange, similarly debentures can also be listed in the stock exchange. The board of directors of a company have the authority to issue the debentures. As I told you, the board of directors have the final authority to raise the debentures or to issue the debentures. However, the board can use their borrowing powers only up to the limit permitted by the articles of association. certain limit of powers will be there with the board of directors as told by articles of association. Up to that limitation, the board of directors have the authority to borrow the debentures. If in case the board wants to increase its borrowing powers, they have to get the approval of shareholders in general meeting through a special resolution. अगर बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स को लिमिटेशन से ज्यादा अमाउंट बोरो करना है, then it has to take a special permission by passing a special resolution from the shareholders. Fine. Now going to the next slide. Yes, now we are going to start with what are the provisions for the issue of debentures. So the provisions for the issue of debentures. Now first provisions for the issue of debentures is given as per Companies Act 2013. So first we will see what are the rules and regulations or conditions given by Companies Act 2013 while issuing the debentures by the company. So following are some of the provisions of the act which a company has to comply while issuing the debentures. So following are the provisions or following are the conditions which are to be followed by a company while issuing the debentures given as per Companies Act 2013. The first condition is no voting rights. A company cannot issue debentures with voting rights. Debenture holders are creditors of the company and so they do not have any voting rights except in matters affecting them. So this is the most important thing you have to remember, that is voting power is not there with the debenture holders. So as they are the creditors or as they are the person who are providing financial assistance to the company, so they are treated as the creditors of the company, so they do not enjoy the voting power. But if the company insists them to vote in certain matters that are related to debenture holders, only in such matters they are having the voting power. Or in general terms, debenture holders like your shareholders do not enjoy voting rights. Okay, this is the first condition given by Company Act 2013. Now coming to the second condition is types of debentures. A company can issue secured or unsecured debentures and fully or partly convertible debentures or non-convertible debentures. So the first thing which is told by the company is, so a company can issue either secured debentures or unsecured debentures, and if it wants, it can even issue partly or fully convertible debentures or non-convertible debentures. But there is one condition: to issue convertible debentures, a special resolution has to be passed in the general meeting. All debentures are redeemable in nature. If the company wants to issue the convertible debentures, then a special resolution is to be passed in the general meeting. Permission is to be taken by the board members while issuing the convertible debentures. But whatever type of debenture it is issuing, all debentures are to be repaid after a certain period of time. That is, they are redeemable. They are repayable after a certain period of time. Now coming to the third slide. Third slide is relating to, third condition is payment of interest and redemption. So this is the third condition which is given by Companies Act 2013. In this condition, it is told that a company shall redeem the debentures and pay interest as per the terms and conditions of the issue. So usually payment of interest is compulsory, whatever the type of debenture it may be. So interest is to be paid compulsorily by the company to the debenture holders, and they are repayable. Redeemable means they are repayable after a certain period of time. Now coming to the fourth condition, that is debenture certificate. Company has to issue debenture certificate to the debenture holders within 6 months of the allotment of debentures. Now as I told you, you have come across the term share certificate. Now this share certificate is given to the shareholders within 2 months period of time after the allotment of shares. Similarly, debenture certificate is issued to all the debenture holders within 6 months period of time after the allotment of debentures. The next condition is create debenture redemption reserve. company has to create a debenture redemption reserve account out of the profits of the company available for the payment of dividend. Now this DRR, debenture redemption reserve, is an account which is to be maintained by the company, and this account is used for making the payments of dividend to the debenture holders. This money can be used only for redemption of debentures, and the money whatever is collected in this account is used for repaying the debenture amount. As per Companies Amendment Rules 2019, MCA has removed debenture redemption reserve requirement for listed companies, NBFCs, and housing finance companies. So, according to Company Amendment Rules 2019, MCA, that is Ministry of Corporate Affairs, has removed or it has exempted opening of debenture redemption reserve account for listed companies. Then if there are any NBFCs, that is non-banking finance companies, and housing finance companies, means for these three companies there is no need of opening a DRR account. Apart from these three companies, each company, each and every type of company has to open one separate DRR account. Then the next condition is appointment of debenture trustees. Now, before I go with this condition, let me tell you who are these debenture trustees. Debenture trustees are nothing but the persons or institutions which protect the interest of debenture holders. They act as the protectors or they act as the guardians for the debenture holders. If the company issues a prospectus or invites more than 500 people, company has to appoint one or more debenture trustees. Now, when the company needs to appoint debenture trustee, if invitation or prospectus is given to more than 500 people for issuing the debentures, only in such case this appointment of debenture trustee is done by the company. Debenture trustees protect the interest of the debenture holders. Company has to appoint trustees by entering into a contract with them called as debenture trust deed. Now, these debenture trustees usually they act as the protectors or guardians of the debenture holders, and when the company appoints these debenture trustees, company enters into a contract, and that contract is called as debenture trust deed. So in simple, what do you mean by this? If the company wants to issue the debentures to more than 500 people, then it has to appoint one or more debenture trustees. Debenture trustees are the guardians or the protectors of the debenture holders, and they enter into a contract with the company. That contract is known as debenture trust deed. Okay, coming to the next condition, that is debentures trustees can approach NCLT. Now here NCLT stands for National Company Law Tribunal. Debenture trustees have to redress the grievances of debenture holders if the company defaults in repaying the principal amount on maturity or defaults in paying interest thereon. Debenture trustees can approach NCLT. It directs the company to repay the principal amount or interest. Now, what is this NCLT does? NCLT stands for National Company Law Tribunal. Now, if there are any complaints by the debenture holders, such complaints are to be communicated with the debenture trustees. Okay, and these debenture trustees take those complaints to NCLT. Now, that complaint may be relating to failure of the company to make payment, or failure of the company, or unable if the company is unable to pay the interest amount time to time. Okay, if such complaints are made by the debenture holders to debenture trustees, then debenture trustees take these complaints to NCLT. They can approach the NCLT. NCLT helps the debenture trustees, or and it also directs the company to pay the principal amount along with interest. Okay, so if any problem is faced by the debenture holders in the company, they have to communicate that to debenture trustees. Then debenture trustees communicate the same problem and get solution from the NCLT board. Then coming to the next condition is impose restrictions. When the debenture trustee is of the opinion that the assets of the company are insufficient or likely to become insufficient to redeem the principal amount of debentures, it may approach the NCLT. Now, if sometimes the debenture trustee feels that in order to repay the money back, company is not having sufficient amount of assets, okay, then it may again approach the NCLT. Now here NCLT can order a company to restrict incurring further liabilities so as to protect the interest of the debenture holders. Now once NCLT gets this information, the NCLT will restrict the company, or it will tell the company to reduce their expenses or to reduce their liabilities and protect the debenture holders or protect the interest of the debenture holder. So this restriction is put by NCLT on the company while making the payment of interest to the debenture holders. The next condition is punishment for contravention of provisions of the Companies Act. If the company fails to comply with any provisions of the Act, then the company and its officers shall be liable to pay a fine or imprisonment or both as prescribed in the Act. Now, sometimes what happens, the company may fail to follow one or two regulations as given by this Company Act 2013. But if it fails to follow the rules and regulations which are given by the Companies Act 2013, then the company as well as the concerned officer is liable to pay fine, that is punishment amount, as well as sometimes they may be also imprisoned, they may be put into jail, or both can be done. Payment of fine can also be done and imprisonment can also be done for not following the rules and regulations given by Companies Act 2013. Okay, so these are the 9 conditions which are given by Companies Act 2013. So I will stop here today. In the next video, we will continue with the next terms and conditions which are to be followed by the company. Fine? Okay, thank you.